Hello everyone, welcome to Chirags Kali Linux tutorial. In this video we are going to learn what is the Kali Linux and how to install Kali Linux in VMware Workstation. So I'm dividing this one into two parts. Part 1, what is Kali Linux, and second part I'll go through the installation process. So Kali Linux. The Kali Linux course teaches both basic and sophisticated hacking and penetration testing skills. Kali Linux course is suitable for the both beginners and the experienced user. The Kali Linux courses cover every aspect of hacking penetration testings. I will begin with the learning how to install the necessary software. Following that, we will study network setting, fundamental hacking commands, tools, getting access, and post exploitation and website hacking. Kali Linux is one of the top open source security packages for the ethical hackers with a collection of tools organized into categories. This guide discuss how to install Kali Linux as the operating system on a PC, installing Kali Linux on the practical solution since it gives additional options for working with and combining tools. So first question is, what is Kali Linux? So this is my first question. So Kali Linux is the Linux distribution based on the Debian that is intended for digital forensics and penetration testing, offensive security and information security training founds and maintains it. Aharoni and Devon Kearns of offensive security remotes BackTrack to create Kali Linux. Kali Linux has a plethora of tools that are identically suitable to the wide range of information security activities such as penetration testing, computer forensics, security research, and reverse engineering. So Kali Linux platform a fantastic job for the categorizing these important tools into the following groups. So these are the tools already available with the Kali Linux. When we will install the Kali Linux, after that we will list out this group. So that's just a group. I'll go one by one every group videos in the my further videos. So I'm going to list out the following groups: information gathering, vulnerability analysis, web application, database assessment, password track, wireless attacks, reverse engineering, exploitation tools, sniffing, spoofing, post ex, uh, ex, explosion, forensic reporting, social engineering, hardware hacking, stress testing, and maintaining access. The following are the features of the Kali Linux. So there is just some features. So we can use the Kali Linux. Okay. So there is a full customization of Kali Linux IOS. So ISO file, we can use the meta packages optimized for the specific need set of the security professional and highly accessible ISO customization process. A optimized version of Kali for your specific needs is always easy to generate. Next is live USB boot. So this allows you to place Kali into a USB drive and boot without touching the host operating system. So it will run with my USB and no need to touch with the any space on my host operating system. With the optional persistent volume, you can have OPT to pick with the system to use when the Kali start and allowing to files to be saved in between session. So these are this thing we can do. Next is Kali undercover. Using Kali in an environment you don't want to draw attention to yourself. Kali undercover is perfect to not stand out in a crowd by bleeding to familiar operating system that most people recognize to stop solder suffers. Next is win kicks. Using Kali on Windows subsystem of Linux with the stimulus Windows. Next is Kali Net Hunter. So Kali on the Android phone and smartwatch is cover multiple items such as the ROM overlay, and you can boot into the full desktop using chroot and containers. Next is Kali Everywhere. A version of Kali is the always close to you, no matter where you need it. It may be an ARM and cloud and containers, Dockers, virtual machine like VMware, VirtualBox, Hyper-V, and USB, and so on available. So next is using using this system, you can take the snapshot of Kali just like you are using VM and roll back to the previous state. Next is Kali ARM, supporting over the dozen different ARM devices. Common hardware such as PI, Pinebooks, USB, Aharoni, Gatewworks, Oroids, and much more. The industry standard, Kali is the undisputed industry standard open source penetration testing platform. Kali build a script for all platform public edge, so anyone can generate the image for their use. Now next part 2, we have for the installation and download the Kali Linux. So in this part I'm giving you the link. This is the link from where we can download the Kali Linux. So let me open this link. So this is the link. So there is a kali.org get-kali. Here we have options to installer image and virtual image. So for the VMware and VirtualBox, pre-built images allow you to the Kali install without altering the host OS with the additional features such as the snapshot and other thing. And this is the installer image. So it will give you the ISO file. I'm just going through the installer image. There is option. So this is a Kali Linux, and I'm working with the 64-bit. So just click on 64-bit. I'm just going to download the installer file. There is other files also available. Okay. So as per your requirement, you go through the installer file. So I'm going to download this file. This file size is 2.9 GB. So click on this one, it will download. So I already downloaded the installer file. So this is my Kali Linux installer file. Now next part is different ways to installing Kali Linux. So there's a bootable device we can create and we can install. Hard disk installation we can do it. Dual boot we can install the Kali Linux with the separate boot, means one boot maybe in Windows and other or another boot with the Kali Linux. And virtualization, where we can use the VMware and VirtualBox and hypervisor. So this thing. So let me go through the virtualization. I am going to install with the VMware Workstation. So here I'll create one virtual machine. We click on that. So this is the process. I'm going to install the Kali Linux on the virtual machine. So welcome to the new virtual machine. I'm just going through the custom. Click on next. I'm selecting the virtual machine 15x. Next. Here install the disk image ISO. I have a ISO file. I already downloaded the ISO file. Just click on that. Click on browse. I'm just selecting the Kali Linux. This is my download folder. There is a Kali Linux 22.3 installer. Click on next. I'm just selecting the Linux and here version. I'm just going to select the Debian 9x 64-bit or 10x 10.x 64-bit whatever you have. So I have a Debian 9.x 64-bit. Click on next. I'm giving the name here Kali Linux. Location for that, location for saving the Kali Linux file. Click on next. Number of processor, I'm going to give 2. Number of cores, I'm giving 2. If you give more than that, just like that, so your system won't support. Just go through your system support, how many cores your system will support. So I'm giving the 2 to 4. So total processor core is 4. Click on next. I'm giving minimum 2 GB of memory for this virtual machine. Clicking on next. I'm using the same network. Next. LSI logic recommended. I'm clicking next. SCSI is key. Next. Create a new virtual machine. Next. Here I'm giving the size 20 gig. Next. VMDK. This will be my Kali Linux file. Click on next, and this is the click on finish. So my virtual machine configuration is ready now. Now I'm going to start with the power on and installation. So click on the power on. So here you have option graphical install and advanced option. Another thing, I'm going through the graphical install. Click on OK. So select language English. I'm country, select your country, India. Keyboard language, loading installer components. So configuring the network, whatever the configuration. So next is there is a option the host name. I'm just putting leaving the Kali. Click on next. Domain name, leave it blank, no problem. And full name of the user, I'm putting my name, or I can put click on next. So my username, I'm giving the Chirags. Click on next. Some password. Continue. So detecting disk. So use entire disk. I'm going to use entire disk. You can logical volume you can create encrypted logical volume also, and you can go through the manual. That's not issue. I'm just using the entire disk. Click on next. So this is my 21.5 gig I'm going to use. Click on next. So recommended for all users. Next. Next. Yes, I'm allowing to write into this. Installing the base system. So installing the base system. So Kali Linux is too useful tool for the testing purpose. Maximum we are using for the testing. Okay, so there is a software selection is there. Now I'm going through the continue with the default. Continue. It will take some time to select and install all remaining software. So I'm going to pause this video for some time and I'll just continue with the after installing. So this is the automated process. Automatically it will install. So we don't have problem with that. If any uh, anything will come with the next screen or anything will come with the is error, so I'll let you know. So now I'm going to pause this video. Let's continue with the installation. So install the bootloader. So I'm just automatic selected is yes. So click on continue. Then device, I'm using this one. Next, it won't take more time. So next installation is completed. Finishing the installation. This is the final step. So meanwhile, finishing the installation, just I'm going to review this one. So in this video, we'll learn what is the Kali Linux and how to install the Kali Linux in VMware Workstation. Already we know about the Kali Linux, we learn about that, and Kali Linux perform the job categories are there. So this is mainly used for the digital forensics and penetration testing. There is a information gathering tool are there, vulnerability analysis, web analysis, and database, password attack, wireless attacks, reverse engineering. So these things are there. And in second part, we learn about how to download the Kali Linux. We download it. Then we did with the virtualization. Here we did with the VMware and virtual box you can use, or Hyper-V you can use for the virtualization installation. So next I'm going through the apt-get update where we can update the Kali Linux. Let me check. Installation is completed. Now I'm going to the continue for the reboot. putting the Kali Linux. Yeah, this is a logo for the Kali Linux. Really, I like the Kali Linux logo. And Kali Linux is also for used for that, for the penetration testing, forensic testing. I installed the GUI version. It will come. So username is Chirags and password set it there. Click on OK. Look the Kali Linux. How it seems to be. So now Kali Linux is started. So in this video we'll learn about the Kali Linux installation, and I'm just little bit I'm going through the category of the Kali Linux. Okay, let me keep it there. Go to the Kali Linux. So there is a information gathering. You list out. I already list out whatever the so information gathering. There is a tools are available. So like nmap and genmap, spider food. I will go one by one topic in the separate videos, and I'll go through with this some of the important, just like nmap and genmap and spider food, like that. I'll go through that. And in this one, vulnerabilities, there is a nicto, nmap is also there, region is there, and we have application analysis there in WP scam, SQL map, group suite, in database SQL map, and there is a SQLite database browser is there. Password attacks, these are the password attacks tools are there. Wireless attacks, maybe you know some of the tools. We'll go one by one for the separate videos, and every application or every tools have a separate videos, and this is a quite interesting. Go through my YouTube channel. I'll post one by one. Thank you for watching.